We did it again, we the hottest around. Took an old shoe and turned it into a crown. Fresh in and ever, we never bringing you trash. And every time we do work, we at the head of our class. You know the name. So long souls. So long souls.
What's up, y'all? It has been a minute, but I'm back. Just really particular now about the videos that I upload. I don't want to upload like the same material over and over, like watch me clean these Jordan 3s and watch me clean these Jordan 3s again. So I try to come up with something different that I haven't covered too much on the channel and then upload those videos. Again, guys, if you have questions, believe me, the subscribers on here can attest to it. They ask me questions on Instagram and Facebook and on here, and I answer. I don't leave y'all hanging. So if you got a question like, hey man, how you do this? All the knowledge is yours. So don't think that you'll send me a message and be like, man, he don't reply. I reply. So 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4, 5, midnight, don't matter. I'm replying. So today we're gonna cover what products I use to clean shoes, like what detergents, what cleansers. Now, you can use whatever cleanser you want from any company. I'm just giving y'all the tactics on how to use them, and don't pay more than the dishwashing liquid price for some cleaner. I'm not gonna buy cleaner that comes in this, something like this, for $25 or $20. No, man, don't do that. Don't waste y'all money on that. Unless it's your homeboy and you want to support him, don't do that. Paying $20 for some cleaner? No. Believe me, I know. I've been cleaning shoes for like 6 years now. You don't need that stuff. I tried it. Angelus got some. Rejuvenator got some. Everybody got some. Every company has some. You don't have to use that stuff. You can get shoes extremely clean with other stuff for a cheaper price. So I'm gonna go in order of importance. Okay? So Dawn dishwashing liquid, the blue or whatever color, it works really, really good. The only bad thing about it is it has color to it. So if mainly for like Concords or something like that, I used to use stuff like this, but don't use this stuff because it will, this blue will get on the Concords and then you gotta wash it a whole bunch of times to get that blue out. Or sometimes it won't stain it like dye, but it will stain it and you will have to like let it dry and clean it and let it dry and clean it and let it dry. You don't wanna do that. You'll take like 4 days to clean some Concords when it can take a day and a half. Concords are like some of the most brutal shoes to clean because that white mesh, you get some dirt on there, you really gotta work at getting it out without staining that mesh. You know, you don't wanna add extra steps like, yeah, I got it clean, but now I gotta clean up the spot that I left, you know. And if you've been cleaning shoes for a while, you'll know on Concords, you know, you don't wanna mess around with those. But on any other shoes, like if I was cleaning these, I would use this because it's blue anyway. You ain't gonna stain the blue, you know. And if you put it in the water, swirl it up, make it bubbly, whatever, it won't mess up any shoe or anything like that. I'm talking about pouring this directly on the shoes, you know, like that. Don't do that. You know, when it comes to white mesh like Concords, if it's like these, that's all right. You know, I try to stay away from just pouring this soap straight on shoes. I stopped doing that. All right, so second, the same thing as Palmolive, but the point is it's clear. Doesn't matter what brand you're using, it's clear. Clear dish soap is important. This is what you should be using, clear dish soap. No matter what shoe, what color, anything, it ain't gonna mess it up because it's clear. Use stuff like this, clear. I don't care what brand you use. Palmolive, Dawn is my favorite, but you can use Palmolive, Dawn, Kroger brand, Winn-Dixie brand, Food Lion brand, Albertsons, Publix, whatever. It doesn't matter. clear is what you want to be using. So that's second. Now this bad boy right here has saved me many of time. This ain't just OxiClean, it's OxiClean Max Force. Get the Max Force. Don't just get OxiClean, get this. If you got a stain on your shoes, this is your boy. This your boy now. This your boy now. Use this. If it's a stain that maybe you just got that night, just leave it on there for like 3 or 4 minutes. If it's a stain that has been there for like a week, leave it on there for like 5-6 hours, you know, sometimes 12 hours. Sometimes I let it sit a whole day. If it's like, hey man, I had these in my garage, you know, for a couple years, and you could just be like, oh my God, these stains are crazy. Leave this on there for 24 hours. So what you'll do is leave it on there, then take you some hot soapy water, scrub it, you know, whatnot. And then sometimes you may have to do another treatment. So you might see like, oh man, okay, it's coming up. You can kind of see that it got into that dirt, but it's still like a stain there left. Do it again. Spray it on there, leave it on there for another day, come back, get to it, and it'll come out. So this is my boy. Now my number one, what I just found out about tonight, which is the reason why I'm doing this video, is it don't matter what brand. This is 9 Elements, but you don't have to use 9 Elements. If you can find the clear spray from Dawn here, that's a spray foaming. This is the key right here. Foaming dish spray, okay? So what I used to do is I got a like an industrial sink that I clean shoes in. What I used to do was I would put my water down in a bowl, take my my Rejuvenator brushes. They got the best brushes in the game. Take my Rejuvenator brush and clean it. You know, I dip it in the water and soapy water and clean it, dip it in the water. Now, when you're doing suede, you don't want to put too much water on there. You know what I mean? If you're a good shoe cleaner, you know that. You don't want to put too much water on your suede or nubuck. You don't want to put too much water on there. You want to put enough water on there to get it clean, to get it moistened and stuff like that. But what I was doing was, you know, soaking it a little bit. And then I would have to let it sit. When you do that, you take some of the color off of the shoe sometimes. You know, you ever been cleaning and then you look at your brush and it's got all the blue from your blue suede 5s on here? You know, that's gonna happen. You wanna clean that as least as possible to take away from you taking that color off of that shoe. So what I found out tonight, this foaming spray has a little bit of water in there so that, you know, you don't have to soak the shoe. So, all right, so I'm gonna show y'all an example of what I'm talking about. You see the top of that tongue? See, it's got brown, that dirt right there. This foaming spray creates a foam. So now I don't even have to clean over a sink. I don't have to clean over my sink because I don't need that water. I don't need that moisture, you know. So let me spray the whole thing because I see some more dirt down there. Boom. I can clean at my desk now. I can clean right underneath the lights. I can clean, you know, it's not messy. It's not water everywhere. I don't need a bunch of towels. All I need is something like this, little cloth or whatnot to kind of wipe it down a little bit. Let me see if I can get a clear one. One better one, I should say. I'm gonna use this one. All right. So you don't have to let it sit for a certain amount of time. Let me see if I can adjust this down just a little bit more. All right, so you don't have to let it sit or anything. Then you take your brush, your dry brush, and you can just get to the cleaning part, man. I ain't gotta be super careful getting water everywhere. I'm not soaking the suede, which is an A+. You don't want to soak no suede, man. You don't, you know, definitely stay against that. And it's really cleaning the shoes in a dry way. Like you're cleaning it. Do y'all see suds flying everywhere or anything like that? Nope. Look, where's that dirt at? Where is the dirt that was at the top of that tongue? See, look at that. Come on, man. Real life results, man. I ain't gonna steer y'all wrong. I ain't gonna steer you. I see a little something down here I can get to. Look, it's almost like a dry cleaning. It's almost like a dry way to clean your shoes. Get the foaming spray, bro. Again, this is called 9 Elements. This has vinegar in it, which helps with whitening, but you don't have to get 9 Elements. You can get Dawn, Palmolive, whatever brand you want to use. Make sure it's the clear one. And look at that, man. So let's go away. Look at that, man. Look at that, man. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about, man. When you tune in to Soul on Souls, you gon' get the game. There's so many people that can attest to that. Like, man, this dude hit me. He helped me out. I had a dude today. He was like, bro, you ain't have to answer them questions for me, but you did, man. I appreciate that. Again, the reason why I do it is when I got into the game 5-6 years ago, customizing sneakers, cleaning sneakers, restoring them, I would hit some people up and they would not respond. I'm like, yo, man, you can't respond. I know you on Instagram. I see you. It says active. No response. And I know people got a lot to do, but I always said if I got in the game and I could make a little splash, promise you I'm gonna give back just like I wanted people to give back to me. So that's why I do it. Hey, so link in the description for my Instagram, which is where I get the most questions. Follow me on there, see my work. If you wanna shop with me, that's fine. If you don't, hey, no skin off my back. I've been in the game long enough. I'm eating pretty good. So hey, look, thank y'all for tuning in. I wanted to get on here and show y'all some love. Going forward, when I get asked a question a couple times, then I'm gonna make a video on it because I feel like people, they want a more detailed video, if they keep asking me questions. So that's what I'm gonna be doing here going forward as far as my videos, my topics and stuff. Hey man, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in so much. I'll let you boy.
Did it again, we the hardest around. Took an old shoe and turned it into a crown. Fresh in and never, we never bringing you trash. And every time we do work, we at the head of a class. You know the name. So long, soul.